5-star on the chest. The birth country of Joga Bonito. Pelé, Garincha, Zico, Ronaldo Nazario, Ronaldinho and Neymar. To casual football fan, Brazil is the ultimate powerhouse. They are the Pentacampeão, the only nation to win 5 World Cups. But if you look closer at modern football history, a dark, unsettling reality emerges. A reality that Brazilian fans just don't want to admit. Brazil hasn't touched a World Cup trophy in 24 years. For nearly a quarter of a century, every single time the Seleção faces a major European powerhouse in the knockout stages of a World Cup, they don't just lose, they crumble, they panic, they choke. In 2006, it was Zinedine Zidane systematically dismantling a team of literal superheroes. In 2010, a psychological meltdown against Netherlands. In 2014, the most humiliating 90 minutes in sports history against Germany. In 2018, tactically exposed by Belgium, and in 2022, an absolute masterclass in late-game mismanagement against Croatia. How did the most dominant footballing nation on earth become the ultimate knockout stages choke artist? Is it tactical failure, a psychological curse, or the rest of the world simply left Brazilians' football philosophy behind? Today, we are discussing the systematic collapse of Brazilian football, leading all the way up to their current squad under Carlo Ancelotti. Can they break the curse, or they are doomed to choke again? To understand why failing today feels so catastrophic, we need to understand the standard Brazil set for themselves. From 1958 to 1970, Brazil won 3 out of their 4 World Cups. They didn't just win, they revolutionized how the game was played. Joga Bonito, which means the beautiful game, wasn't just a marketing slogan. It was an expression of cultural identity. It was a street football translated to a global stage, relying heavily on individual genius, fluid improvisation, and absolute refusal to be bound by rigid European structures. When Pelé retired, Brazil experienced the first great drought. For 24 years, they failed to win a World Cup. The romantic 1982 side with Zico and Socrates is widely considered the greatest team to never win it. Why? Because they played beautiful football but were undone by tactical pragmatism against Italy. That failure changed Brazilian football forever. In 1994, Carlos Alberto Pereira built a pragmatic, structurally sound team anchored by Dunga in midfield, allowing Romario and Bebeto to provide the magic up front. It wasn't always beautiful, but it won. Then came the golden era, 1998 to 2002, the 3 R's of Brazil. Ronaldo, Rivaldo and Ronaldinho. Guided by Scolari, they marched through Yokohama in 2002 to claim their 5th star. At that moment, on June 30th, 2002, Brazil was on the top of the universe. Nobody could have predicted that this would be the peak before an unprecedented, generational, defining cliff. The term choking in football implies a failure to perform under immense pressure when the victory is within their reach. For Brazil, the post-2002 era became a textbook study in a psychological vulnerability. Let's look at the data. Since 2002, Brazil's record against European team in the World Cup knockouts rounds is catastrophic. Played 6 and lost 6. In 2006, Brazil brought what paper looked like the greatest squad ever assembled. The Magic Square. Ronaldinho, Kaká, Ronaldo, Adriano. They were treated like rock stars, training in front of thousands of screaming fans in Switzerland, but they were bloated, undisciplined and tactically stagnant. In quarterfinals, a 34-year-old Zinedine Zidane played them off the park. Brazil looked like shell-shocked, unable to adjust when individual brilliance failed them. Under Dunga in 2010, Brazil was disciplined and leading the Netherlands 1-0 at halftime in the quarterfinals. Then a minor setback occurred when an own goal by Felipe Melo. What followed was a complete psychological destruction. Melo lost his head, stamped on Arjen Robben and got a red card. Brazil panicked, completely losing their tactical shape and emotional control. The 2014 7-1 against Germany wasn't just a football loss, it was a national tragedy. The pressure of home World Cup broke the squad before the game was even started. They were emotionally over-aroused, completely fragile. When Thomas Müller scored the first goal, Brazil did not regroup. They suffered a collective blackout, conceding 4 goals in 6 minutes. In 2018 against Belgium in Russia, Brazil dominated the second half but entirely undone by Roberto Martinez's tactical tweak in the first half, using Romelu Lukaku on the wing and Kevin De Bruyne as false 9. Brazil's midfield, lacking the suspended Casemiro, couldn't adapt to the real time. They consistently failed the stress test. When a European team asked them a complex tactical question, or punches them in the mouth early, Brazil's historic answer has been panic rather than poise. But nothing, absolutely nothing, comes close to the Brazil's 2022 choke in Qatar against Croatia. This was supposed to be Neymar's coronation. Tite had built a balanced, deeply and talented squad. The match goes to the extra time. 105th minute, Neymar produces a moment of pure, unadulterated genius. He plays 1-2, dances around the keeper and roofs it. 1-0 Brazil. They have one foot in the semi-finals. All they need to do is kill those 15 minutes of football. Pass it sideways, foul cleanly, waste time at the corner flags, basically just time waste. Fred, a substitute midfielder brought on to close out the game, is pressing high up on the pitch. Croatia breaks. Luka Modric finds Orsic. Marquinhos is left backing away. Bruno Petkovic strikes it. It takes a massive deflection of Marquinhos and goes past Alisson. 1-1. This is the definition of tactical arrogance and situational blindness. Brazil forgot the golden rule of tournament football. Survival matters more than style. When it went to penalties, the psychological damage was already done. Livakovic saves Rodrigo's opening penalty, Marquinhos hits the post and Brazil is out. Neymar, their best penalty taker, never even got to step up because he was slotted the 5th. A tactical failure, a management failure, an emotional failure. Fast forward to present date. The 2026 FIFA World Cup is here, hosted across North America. To fix a systematic issue of tactical rigidity and emotional fragility, the Brazilian Football Confederation did something very unprecedented. They went out and hired an ultimate master of man management and a European pragmatic success, Carlo Ancelotti. They entered the tournament ranked 6th in the world, their lowest ever pre-tournament FIFA ranking since they began in 1992. Let's review the 26-man squad Ancelotti has assembled to end their 24 years curse. In goal, Alisson Becker remains the undisputed number 1, backed by Ederson. The centre-back pairing is arguably the strongest in the tournament. Arsenal's Gabriel Magalhaes, coming off a dominant Premier League season, partnered up with veteran captain Marquinhos. Marquinhos is on a redemption arc after his 2022 heartbreak. At full-back, you got Danilo and Alexandro bring the veteran experience. But unfortunately, Roma's young dynamic full-back Wesley has been injured and has been replaced by Ederson. Midfield. This is where Brazil could struggle. Ancelotti's fluid tactical style demands balance, but the critics argue that their midfield is top-heavy and lacks depth. Bruno Guimaraes is the creative and aggressive engine. Casemiro brings the championship DNA, but his legs aren't the same as 2018. Lucas Paqueta provides the link in the attack, while Fabinho offers the defensive cover. If the midfield is a question mark, the front line is terrifying. Vinícius Júnior, the Real Madrid superstar, is no longer a young prospect. He's a talisman. His explosive pace and big man mentality under Ancelotti at a club level must translate into the international stages. The return of Neymar at 34 playing football at Santos, Neymar made a highly debated, heralded return into the squad. Despite fighting hamstring and knee injuries all year, Ancelotti knows Neymar's creativity gravity is irreplaceable. He won't be expected to run 12 km a game, but rather operate as an ultimate elite playmaker. There's also rumors that he might not play the game against Morocco, but hopefully he does. Real Madrid's prodigy Endrick provides an explosive central presence, while Barcelona's Rafinha offers work rate and clinical output on the right. With Gabriel Martinelli and Matheus Cunha on the bench, goal scoring will not be an issue for Brazil. They have the flair, they have the star power, and they have Carlo Ancelotti, so they finally have tactical mastermind who knows how to win ugly. Will Vinícius Júnior and Neymar lead the Seleção to their 6th title? Or will we sit here in few weeks talking about their tactical collapse, asking ourselves once again, why do Brazil always choke? Let me know your predictions in the comments below. Is this the year their curse dies, or do they drop out in another quarterfinals to a European team yet again? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao.